Hello everybody and welcome back. I hope you liked the little intro video that I did to show the pun of a joke for today's video lesson, fruit punch. Anyhow, for today's video, I'm going to show you how to create that graphic that you saw in the intro video and what you're seeing on your screen here, step by step. So, if you're ready, let's get into it. Alright, and welcome back. So I had to break out the elements that you'll need today into 2 pages because it's a lot of elements that you'll be using to create the design. So the first page is actually dedicated to the elements. The second page is the font info and the other info that you will need. So feel free to pause the video, write these down, take a screenshot, do what you need to do to get these elements written down or stored somewhere so you can use it for the video. But not to worry, I will still walk you through it step by step. So let me tell you what you're going to need quickly. There are 10 design elements that you will need. The first one will be the banana doodle. Second one will be the arm cartoon. Third design element is the leg cartoon. The fourth design element will be funny face doodle. The fifth one will be the bow tie. The sixth element will be shake. The seventh element will be organic doodle circle line. The 8th element will be sparkle, the 9th will be shock, and the 10th will be pow. Now a tip here, when you are finished building out your character, in this case just the banana, the arms, legs, the bow tie, and the face, I would strongly recommend or suggest that you group those design elements into one, so that way you have your one character to work with, which in this case is the punching banana. And the background items like the organic doodle circle line and the sparkle and the pow and the shock or the those things will come in after. All right, so for the font info we are using Open Sans Light with an approximate size of 72. Again, these are just guided guidelines rather, so you don't have to use these exact units of measurement. You can change it up to suit your individual design taste. The second font that we will be using will be the Open Sans Extra with a size of 274, again recommended. The effect for the second font, the Open Sans Extra, the effect that we will be using will be a yellow background option. That's what you saw at the bottom of the design. So we will be using that, and because it's a Japanese influenced sort of a design, we will be using Google Translate or the equivalent app that you're accustomed using. And what we will be translating is the word fruit punch, because that's what you see in Japanese at the bottom, that has the yellow background. And then the Open Sans Light, that is what we put the English translation in at the top and small. Right, so with that out of the way, we can get into the design aspect of it. And at the end of the guided design aspect tour or the video is where I would give examples of the end result, what it would look like as a gift if you're giving it to that friend or loved one, or if you have your own merch store or your own print on demand store and you're looking for ideas and you want to have an idea of what it may look like on the end products, that is your design. Well, that will come after we do the guided step-by-step video on how to create this design. So with that out of the way, let's start. Alright, so here we go. This is the home screen that will greet you when you open up the Canva for mobile app on your phone. If you're an existing Canva mobile user, then this will be very familiar to you. If you have recently downloaded the app and you're still finding your way around, like I mentioned before, I will hold your hand through this step by step, and this will be a guided tour in terms of how to design that that graphic that you saw at the beginning of the video and the still image after that. So what we're going to do now is you're going to look for the plus sign located at the bottom right of your phone, right above menu. We're going to tap on that. Then we're going to go to custom size. We're going to use 4500 as the width in pixels and 5400 as the height for the pixels. And the unit of measurement will be pixels, and then once you have the width and the height in of 4500 and 5400 respectively, then we tap on create new design. Alright, now once that has been done, Canva will open up the app on this screen. So what we want to do is at the bottom of your phone, we're going to look for the Elements app, the Elements app. So that will be next to Templates and before Gallery. So you tap on the Elements tab, and then in the search anything from Canva option, you're going to tap there, and we're going to look for Banana Doodle. Alright, so in preparation for today's video, you would find some of the things coming up under recent. So that'll just make things a little easier for us. So you're going to have to type out Banana Doodle, and then when you're done, you tap search. And then we're going to go across to the graphics tab. Now just bear in mind that you don't have to use the exact same elements that you see on the screen. I would like to encourage you to explore and use other design elements to have some variation and to just experiment and have some fun. Because if you're not having fun doing this, then I think you're not doing it right or something's wrong. The idea is designing is supposed to be very relaxing and enjoyable and fun. And even if you're not learning, that's fine. I'm going to hold your hand and let's continue. So under the graphics tab, as I already have here, you're going to look for a banana. Now I'm seeing this one called Pro, so I'm going to use that. And not to worry if you don't have the Pro version of Canva, there's a link in my description. You can try Canva Pro free for 30 days. And if you're happy with it, then you can subscribe and continue to enjoy the benefits. So we're going to start building out the character. So we tap on the banana, and then what we're going to do, you see those little circles on the edge of the squares, those are the handles. We're going to grab it and hold it and make it smaller or bigger. So I'm happy with that size. And then we're going to come and bring the banana to the middle and turn the banana rather, till it looks as though it's almost standing up. That's the first thing. The next thing that we're going to look for is going to be the arm or the legs or the face. It's up to you how you want to do it, but we will stick in order as to how I had the design elements. We're going to look for the arm now. So we come to the plus sign located at the bottom left of your phone, and we hit the plus sign, clear the last search, then we're going to type in arm cartoon. Alright, so you type in arm cartoon like what you're seeing on your screen now, tap search, come across to the graphics tab. Now remember, we're looking for arms that look like they're punching, so we have to scroll a little bit until we find one that looks like it's punching. Right, and as you can see here, there are lots of options. Okay, I think I find one that we can use. We have two that we can use actually, so let me see which one. Alright, I think I'm going to go with this one, the one that says Pro. And we're going to turn it. You see in those that arrow at the bottom, that it looks like two arrows going around in a circle. That tells you that you can change the orientation of it. So you grab and hold that and you turn, and then you make it smaller by grabbing one of the handles and reducing the size. And you see in that cross there, that means we can grab it and reposition it. But what I will do, I will hold off on that little one for now, because I want to put the other arm in, because you'll see why in a moment. So we come back to the plus sign, and the same one that we have up, you've seen some recommendations here, magic recommendations. We're going to tap on see all, because what we want to do is choose design elements that have the same look and feel. Otherwise, if it is completely different or slightly different, your customer or your friend or loved one that you're giving the gift to would notice that there's some discrepancy or disparity with how the design elements look. So we come on see all, and then we're looking for a punch. Alright, so I think I found the punch already, but I like to scroll through the others just to make sure that I'm not missing out on something that may be better. So I see my punch, which is this one right here, and I bring it down so that it is the approximate size of the first one, and then I grab the cross, if you will, and try to put it in place. I guess like right about there. And then I bring the other one over and put it in place like right around there, but you notice it went behind, so no problem. What you want to do is come to the bottom of your phone, scroll until you see position, and say forward. You want to zoom in a little bit to try to get some detail and move it up a little bit. I think that looks, I think that looks good right about there. What you can do just to finesse the design, you highlight the element, scroll to the bottom until you see nudge, and you have these arrows here, up, down, left, right. You want to hold this one and bring it across so you have that finesse of refining your design. So good, I like how that's looking right there so far. Now what I want to do is start to group these design elements. So I'm going to tap that one until one of the design elements have been highlighted. Then I'm going to tap the three dots that you see appearing above that. I'm going to look for select multiple, and then I'm going to tap the other arm to the left and then tap the banana, and as you can see, Canva is letting us know we have grouped 3 design elements together, and then we say group. Alright, so we can move this around as one. Alright, so far so good. What I'm going to do now is to look for the face and the bow tie and then the legs, or something like that. So let's look for the legs now. So we come out of this, you press back next to magic recommendations to the top left, clear the last search result, and then we're going to type in leg cartoon. Leg cartoon, there we go. You type in leg cartoon and search. Then we come across to graphics. And then we're going to look for legs that we think would be appropriate for the design. So let's see. Let's scroll a little bit and have some fun. You don't have to use the exact same thing that I'm using. You have some fun, knock yourself out, try other design elements. And I see 2 that I can pick. So it's entirely up to you which one you want. So I'm going to go with this one down at the bottom there. Then I'm going to make it smaller so that it is proportionate relative to the rest of the design. Put it in place there. Oops, let me bring it a little closer. What I will do in this case, I don't want, if you let me zoom in, you're seeing how it's in the front there. I'm not too happy about how that looks, so I'm going to tap on it, scroll to the right until I see position, then I will say backward. Come out. There. That looks good. Then I will go back to the plus sign, and as we can see, Canva has given us some recommendations that will have design elements similar to what we just selected. So we tap on see all. So in case you're not sure what you're looking at on your screen, you will see magic recommendations, and next to that you will see all. We tap on see all, and then we're going to look for a leg that is sort of running or with a 90-degree bend. So something similar to what we have up on the screen, and there are many options here. I think I'm going to go with this one, the one that says Pro, the third one, the first row at the top to the right. Yeah. Then I'm going to reduce the size, bring it into place, rotate it using the arrows. Then I am going to move it. It's a wee bit too big, so I'm going to zoom in, make it smaller. Yeah, I like about that. Then drag it in place. Alright, I like how that looks. It looks as though he's bobbing and weaving. So let's continue to group these design elements together now, so it makes it easier for us to work with. So let's tap on any one of the legs, the 3 dots, select multiple, then select the other leg. Even if it comes out, not a problem, just start over. Tap the leg again, the 3 dots, select multiple, then look for the other leg, tap that, and then tap the banana that we just grouped, and you have the 3 design elements all grouped together like that. Then we say group. Good. Looking good, looking good. Let's bring our character back to the middle there. Now we're going to add the face or the bow tie next. Yeah, let's look for the face. So we come to the plus sign, we hit the back arrow, clear the last search result, and we're going to look for the bow tie. There we go, bow tie. I'm already seeing the tie that I want to use. It's the red one, so you do not necessarily have to tap on graphics because it's already there. So we can tap on the red bow tie. Again, please feel free to explore. You can give them a blue bow tie or polka dot blue or bow tie or a black bow tie. Feel free to experiment. I strongly encourage you to have fun with this. Tap on the bow tie, make it a little smaller, drag it into place. You could even leave it a little big if you want. give him an oversized bow tie. Now we want to put the bow tie in position so that it looks appropriate relative to the rest of the design. So I think like right about there. There. Then we're going to tap on the three dots and say select multiple and group. You scroll until you see group. 1, 2. Alright, and then we say group. Right, so now we have that. Now let's look for the face. Plus sign. There, the last search result. And now we are going to look for the funny face doodle. Funny face doodle. Yeah, let's tap on that. Come across to graphics. Scroll until we see something similar. It doesn't have to be identical. Let's see. While I'm scrolling, I can share a tip with everyone here. So, okay, let's see this pro one here. If, for example, you like this, but it's not quite what you're looking for, but you like the general style of the design, you can press and hold until you get this option coming up. So I'm going to show you this. You see a dog, there's a crown, dog face, and then there's a smiling face. If you like this design element but it's not quite what you're looking for, you can press and hold it, and then Canva will give you some options here. And at the bottom of your phone you will see star, see more like this, add to folder, and report. Let's go to see more like this, and we have these various options here. I'm just showing you an example here. So yeah, there are many here, and I'm satisfied with what I saw in this face. So let's use that and shrink it down and then move it over. You need to zoom in a little bit to get that level of detail, and then bring it in place like that. All right, so far so good. And don't forget, what we want to do now is to tap it, three dots, select multiple, tap the banana anywhere that you group, and then say group, and we're coming along. Now what we're going to look for is I think it was the shock, I believe. Yeah, we have to look for the shock. That's the lines you see coming on top of the character's face. So we're going to go to the plus sign, clear the last search result, and then search for shock. Right, we type shock, and come across to graphics. You can use anything that you want. Now I'm purposely not using all of the exact same design elements, so you can see that you can be creative. Let's go with this red one. Okay, so now that we have it up on the screen, we have to reposition it and resize it so that it is appropriate relative to the rest of the design. So you see the circles at the bottom of the element that has the two arrows. You're going to hold on that and rotate it more or less 90 degrees, and then we're going to resize it by grabbing one of these circles and bringing it down, and then you have the cross coming up. You're going to tap on that and move it in place. And if you want, you can rotate it a little more or less, or make it smaller. Yeah, I like how that looks right there. And again, we're going to group everything. So we're going to tap on the shock element, three dots, then we're going to say select multiple, tap anywhere on the banana, and then we're going to say group. So now we have one design element that we can at the same time make everything big or small or move around the screen. So far so good. Okay, now we can start to put in the rest of the design elements. So let's come to the organic doodle circle line. So we're going to come on the plus sign, clear the last search result, then type in organic doodle circle line, I'm already seeing the graphic that I want to use. So you can come across the graphics if you will, and it's the red one that says Pro. But it's already here under all. And I'm going to use a bright red, so it really stands out and is a good contrast. So with the organic doodle circle line already highlighted, you'll see the option for color down at the bottom. So you tap on that color square, and in this instance what Canva will do is go and pick out the colors of your design, so you can use it so there's consistency in terms of the colors and the flows and with your design. So you're going to tap on this nice bright red that I'm seeing here. I love that. Or let's just say you don't like that red, you can scroll down until you see a red that you like. Or you can come to the color square where it's multiple and there are multiple colors in the square and a plus sign, and you can experiment here by dragging the circle around until you see something that you like. So I just how do I say, I took it all the way to the right corner of the screen. Let's just leave it like that, and we can come out, and what we want to do now is to position this organic doodle circle line to the back. So you tap on the organic doodle circle line, it's already highlighted, and we scroll until we see position, and then we say backward. I like how that looks right there. Okay. If you find it's a bit too bright, then what we can do, because I'm noticing it's clashing with the shock at the top of the banana's head, so you can tap on the your design element, move it out of the way. Or better yet, you see this sign at this arrow at the top next to home. At the top left of your screen, you'll see a home button and then two arrows. The one that's pointing to the home, you want to tap that, bring it back to the front, and then we can change the color if you find that it's too rich or too bright or something. You know something, I'm feeling to experiment. Let's try green, see what it looks like. Yeah. See what it looks like, and go to position and send it backward. Why not? Leave that there. Let's experiment. It doesn't have to be the same colors here, but it's the concept behind it is what I'm trying to get across today. So now that we have that there, and yeah, I like how that looks. Let me just take the banana and make sure it's centered. So you tap on your composite element and go to position and confirm that it is center and middle. Yeah, I'm liking that right there. Okay, the next thing that we're going to do is to add the sparkle. So you come back to the plus sign located at the bottom left of your phone, clear the last search result, and type in sparkle. There we go, sparkle. I'm already seeing the graphic that I want to use. It's that white star in the middle there, next to the gold stars and next to the, I guess, outlined white stars. So we're going to tap on that, and we're going to make it smaller, and we're going to just populate the various parts of the green square so that it has some sparkles to it. So what I will do is you tap on the star, and you notice above the star you have duplicate, trash can, and the three dots. We're going to hit duplicate, and you're just going to randomly place the stars. My phone is giving some challenges today. There we go. So we randomly place these sparkles all over. So it's already there. You're going to tap the duplicate again. Oopsie. And then we're going to drag a sparkle elsewhere, and then we can duplicate it again. Yeah, it came all the way here, and I'm going to bring it across here. And what you can do too is you can change one or two of the stars so that there's a different color, so it adds a different design aspect to it. I'll just put in one more right about there, and then I'm going to change the color of this one to maybe a gold or something, or yellow, to match the banana. I guess like that. That's too dull. How about this one? And then we come across here, hit duplicate again, and drag that there. You don't want to put too much sparkles, and I think that's fine. I think we have enough right there. What I can suggest you do too as well, don't have all these sparkles or the stars the same size. Make a couple of them smaller and bigger. Alright, so I'm just playing around with this here for you guys, and then I might even duplicate this little one here and bring it. And if my phone will behave today, there we go, and bring it there. Right, I think that's it. And then we're going to look for the POW. So come back to the plus sign, clear the last search result, and then type in POW and search for POW. I'm already seeing the one that I like, but again, come across the graphics, scroll until you see the one that you like. I'm going to use this bright colored red and blue and yellow. I'm going to reduce the size, put it in place like right about there. Yeah, I like how that looks. Right about there. Okay, now I'm going to go across to the Google app to translate Fruit Punch. You're going to use the equivalent Google Translate app, or sorry, the equivalent app to Google Translate to translate the word Fruit Punch. And then we'll come back and finish up with the design. Alright, see you in the Google Translate app. Okay, so here I am in Google Translate. So I'm going to enter my text. I'm going to put on the caps, F-R-U-I-T, Fruit Punch, P-U-N-C-H, okay, and then say go. So what we're going to do now is copy this translation over. However it is you do it on your phone, Apple, Android, whatever, just copy the translation over here. Or if you have the option to copy to clipboard, you can do that as well. Okay, now we have that, so I will see you back in the design. Alright, so here we are back in the design. One thing I omitted to put was the shake, so I'm going to put that in now. So we come to the plus sign, we're going to go to elements, clear the last search result and type in shake, and then search. I'm already seeing the shake element that I want to use, so you could come across the graphics till if you want, but it's those two black curved lines, so I'm going to use that. Reduce it, bring it over, reorient it, bring it in place like that, duplicate it, move it over, rotate it 180 degrees, put it in place there, and zoom out, see how that looks. Alright, looks okay. So now what you're going to do is the words that we copied from our translation app. In my case it was Google Translate, in your case it's the app that you're custom using for your translations. So what we're going to do is we are going to now put in those words. So we just go to the plus sign, we come across the text, we say add a heading, we bring it down, and we say edit, and then you just paste the translation in from your clipboard, or if you know Japanese, then great, you can type in Fruit Punch. Maybe you can teach me. There we go. Alright, and we want to make sure the size is around, let's see, I believe the size we said was around 274. So we're going to go into font size and shrink it a bit to 274. Now again, these are just approximate values. I would like to encourage you to experiment with something that you think would be appropriate for your design. If you want it bigger, that's fine. Okay, I think that looks good there. Now what I want to do is, with the words highlighted, I'm going to scroll till I see effects, then I'm going to scroll all the way to the right till I see background. In this case it defaulted to yellow, but let's just say for whatever reason the app did not default to yellow. And you see how background is already highlighted with those three sliders. We tap on that and then we can change the color to whatever we deem necessary or appropriate for the design. Right, so if we want to go with, say, a red, alright, what you might want to do is change the color of the font from black to say a lighter color so that way you can see it. Okay, and then what we're going to do now is to add the word fruit punch, but first I have to bring it down because it's sort of getting in the way of the foot. I like how that looks right there. Then we're going to go to the plus sign located to the bottom left of your phone. Then we're going to add a little bit of body text, and then we're going to put in the words. You might want to zoom in, edit, and say fruit punch with your caps on. F-R-U-I-T, fruit punch. You might want to zoom in to get that level of detail. You might want to make the word fruit punch a little smaller, and then move it to the beginning of the design, and then zoom out. Ladies and gentlemen, there you have it. Your design is done. Now you can download it and upload it to any print-on-demand store of your choosing. So you can buy it as a gift, so you can give it to that special friend or loved one. Or if you have your own print-on-demand store, then you can download it as a transparent image and upload it to your print-on-demand store and sell your merch. Now let me show you how to download it as a transparent image. So you're going to go to the top right of your phone. You'll see an arrow pointing up and an arrow pointing down. We're going to point in the arrow point we're going to point in the arrow pointing up, or tap the arrow pointing up rather. So you tap on that, we're going to say download, and then we're going to tap transparent background, which is a pro feature, and then we say download. And there you have it. Your design is done. Congratulations. Now for the next part of the video, I'm just going to show you what your design would look like as a possible or potential gift to that friend or loved one, or what your design would look like as possible merch for your consumers or customers in your print-on-demand store. So the next part of the video will cater for that. So I'll see you there. Alright, so for this part of the video, this is just showing you what your design would possibly look like as potential gifts to friends or loved ones. So on the screen, what you're seeing here is a magnet. Stickers would look the same. So I'm not going to show a sticker because it's basically going to look just like this. Alright, so this is what a magnet would look like with your design. This is a pet bandana. So if you have a little one, maybe you can call your pet, a dog or a cat, Fruit Punch. Maybe that's a cute name for your pet. So this is what it looks like as a bandana on a cute little dog, or sorry, a pet bandana. This is what it would look like on a cat. And here we have a classic unisex t-shirt. So this is what your design would look like on a classic unisex t-shirt. I went with a white background for simplicity for this one. This is what your design would look like on a graphic t-shirt. And this is what your design would look like on a black background for, in this case, an active t-shirt. So if you exercise a lot, then you use an active t-shirt, which helps to dissipate sweat and whatnot, eat more readily or easier. Yeah. Then this is what your design would look like on a black t-shirt. This is just a sweater. So you'll get different ideas of different colors and how your design would look on different backgrounds. So I went with white, black, and gray. So you can see what your design may look like on end products or as a gift to that friend or loved one. So that's female, and now we have male sweater. Then this is an iPhone case. It's a soft iPhone case. This is what it looks like from a different angle for the iPhone case. And this is what it looks like for the soft iPhone case, where you can peel it off, and it's just giving you some, I guess, dimension, so you'll have an idea of what your design would look like on different products. This is a coffee mug, and that's it, different angle of a coffee mug. So I hope you got some value from today's video. Please feel free to like, subscribe, and share so that my little YouTube channel can grow, so other people can see that they too can design items just like this for their personal reasons, for projects, for school, work, or otherwise. Or if you have your own print on demand store, your own merch store, and you're looking for ideas and you're still, I guess, relatively early or young in the graphic design world, then you can follow along and do this step by step and create your own merch with your own twist, your own spin, sell it in your own store, and have I guess some passive income, or I will say scalable income. Not so much passive, because you still have to grind to get your designs done, uploaded, and then market your stuff via social media, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, whatever, whoever, however. You still have to grind and get your work out there so people will know that you have stuff for sale. All right, so again, please feel free to like and subscribe, share the video so other people can see how easy this is. And again, I hope you got value, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. Fruit punch.